3 chains. Ow.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As the season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Texans going up against the Titans. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former 3rd-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
Here's Foles. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now Foles. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit, and sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3 A good way to get things going here in this game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag.
Two times. Alert. 3 down. Back two is the mic.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that was textbook 3-4 defense. Normally the defensive line just eats up blocks. In this case, they ate up the blocks and still made the play against the running game. Really, really nice job.
81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Caught here by DeMarco Murray. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Double tight. 3 down.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. To the right side. Caught by Saleh. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again. Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. Touchdown, Titans. Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball start, offense. Still first down.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And a look at the defense now. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now Foles out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it will help them at contract time.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Come the Titans now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. volunteer Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Mariota gives to Henry, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's always interesting with the first play of a drive because both sides of the ball are talking about winning that play to set the tone for the rest of the drive. After that run there, we know it's on the offensive side.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Foles. Caught left side, Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Miller, the lone setback. Foles. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Titans are going to have a first. Fresh set of downs here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second down following the incompletion. Now Foles. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Foles. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
False start, offense. Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Foles gets it to Strong. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. That is incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 13 yards that time at a first. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Foles. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's second down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Dorial Green Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And that is how you retaliate. After getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Underneath from Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Foles. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Foles. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have played a clean first half and that there are no turnovers to this point. That being the case, it's no surprise that we have a very close game at halftime. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. About halfway through the second, Henry's going to head outside to the right, and he'd go in for the 6-yard touchdown. Titans push their lead to 11. 1st and 10, Foles on target here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. This cuts the deficit to 4. Now to late in the first half. Miller's going to catch the screen pass, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown, which takes the lead to 3. Staying late in the half. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made. And after the long pass, he'll score. The lead grows to 4.
All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A 1-point game as we get set for half 2. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Texans defense, they get ready here. They're losing here as we begin the third quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always talked about getting the other team's attention. And in this case, they want to let them know that you're going to do the dictating from here on out, not the other way around.
Trying to impose their will as we start the third. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get it running right. Shreds the tackle. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, what's the old expression? Run to daylight? This guy runs to contact. Broke through on that play.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. They come out here in the eye. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Second down following the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Mariota now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To throw is Mariota, surveying the field. And Matthews has it right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Brandon, as long as we've been covering this league, every time we see a receiver that does not have a big-time game, you know that it's a long week for everyone around them. And, boy, it's paid off for him this week. He is prepared, locked in, and demanding the football and getting it.
He told you that pregame that he was ready. I wasn't there. I was standing alongside talking to his teammate, but he said he was ready. It's shown.
My favorite part is he was telling me he was ready while he kept pacing in front of me. I mean, he's like a thoroughbred just out of the gates. And what he's done this week is found the ball early, meaning just get it to me and let me make plays. And that's exactly what he's done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Holding offense.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Foles. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 89 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing, Mariota. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second and very short here, less than a yard. A run. It's Murray. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Second down now after the pass completion. Mariota now on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They come out here in the eye. So now it's 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He dumps it off for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Ooh, with a juke. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Here's Foles. And that is incomplete here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Foles. Caught left side, Hopkins. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. And in a tight ball game like this, the defense looking for a stop. You kind of, whether you're the offense or the defense, you don't want to be the one to screw this thing up.
No, not at all. And right now, you've got to figure that the offense is thinking to themselves, if you just get us the ball, we'll make things happen for you. Just help us out a little bit. And that's what the defense has to have in mind as they trot out here for this series.
Yeah, right now, the offense on the sideline. Can the defense do it?
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And quite the turnaround here. These numbers tell the story game to game. And what did he tell us before the game?
Well, he told us that he was going to be on point today. That last week was gone, wasn't too worried about it. I was also judging his demeanor a little bit, too. It's one thing to say it, but he certainly looked like...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
He finds his target. It's Matthews. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol. A first down throw for Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They set up the screen for Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
On third down, Mariota. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeMarco Murray. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. And a tight ball game here. And in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Foles. Strong grabs it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Foles. And he's got Miller. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. He's back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Quite the uptick here from last week as the numbers show. I guess if you're a coordinator, with how much you base your offense around a guy like this, do you say this week, we're going to get him involved early, we have to?
No doubt about it. You know, a lot of guys script their plays to start out. I think in their script, out of the first
just
5
wrote
plays,
his name on there.
4 of them were right to him. Get him the football, get him involved early. That'll help the overall offense.
He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their...
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Mariota to sneak it. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.